Welcome back. We left you last time as we headed back from the beautiful Peru, but our journey was not over yet.
Got as far as?
Barbados.
Got as far as Barbados and stopped.
Yeah, we have to, we got stuck here because of our transit flight being cancelled.
Yeah, there was a fire in Heathrow apparently, so I suppose there's worse places to be stuck overnight. We're stuck in Barbados, so that'll have to do for now.
Yeah, if we can get somewhere after this.
Yeah.
Right.
As we are taken to our motel for the night, I just want to say, if you enjoyed this video even a little bit, please click to say so. It doesn't do any harm and really helps us. Anyway, once settled into the hotel, we immediately went out to look around.
Hi guys, we got stuck here in Barbados for a night because of our plane being cancelled. So we're just going to have a little bit of the cooling time on the beach in Barbados. Could be worse.
Could be worse, could be a lot worse.
Well, like I said, there can be worse places to get stranded. Well, this is Oistins on a Friday night. Friday night in Oistins is a big thing down here in Barbados, near Worthington. So this is all Oistins. We're going to have a look around here today, and it's right next to this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous beach. Look at that. Friday nights, Barbados style. We found a table and had a bite to eat and enjoyed the dance off before going back to the motel and then catching our flight back to Grenada.
Well, breakfast, we're back on the boat. And look here, back to some glorious weather back in Grenada. Oh well, that didn't last long, did it? So we had some lovely weather over in Rio. Some cold weather, but dry, nevertheless. In Peru, we only had that one day of looking like rain. And we're back here. It's peeing down. I think we'll go north. Somewhere else. Well, hi guys, this is Prickly Bay. And it's a blustery old day. We was over that mountain range there in the marina this morning. And we came all the way around this headland in 27 knots of wind, which was a little bit troublesome, to be honest, but not as troublesome as knowing that we had a hole in the boat. So basically, if I show you just down here, so that little patch there basically is where, on this side, if I show you, that little cleat used to be. Now the problem with it is that I don't know if you remember, but when we came across the Atlantic, this bad boy here decided to come off because that cleat down there gave in, and so we wrapped it up. We stuck it on the deck and left it alone until we get to Grenada. When we got to Grenada, Kenneth and I basically spent a good few hours tediously taking off all the four bombs. It was so difficult. It was right at the very end of the keel, at the bow, shall I say. And anyway, got it off, took it in, and we've got to get it repaired. It's this guy called Stanley, who's got a little welding shop in Port Louis, is going to get it fixed for us, supposedly. So anyway, we ran out of time in the marina we were in, and we decided to oh, it's still blowing a good breeze here. I don't know if you can hear me, but so basically we set off, but I thought Kenneth had filled those holes in from bolts from the old bracket, and he hadn't, and a bit of miscommunication here, which actually meant that as we were going along, we suddenly got to thinking, oh, I wonder if it's actually okay. And then when we looked in here, it was full of water, and basically it fused all the plug sockets, tripped out all the Victron inverter, so that was showing numerous faults. It didn't want to get started again. So we've what was causing it was basically what used to be sat there, which I don't know if you remember, was we had some cork tiles there, and on the cork tiles sat our Dometic freezer. So basically, it is blowing a hooligan. So basically, it was knackered. So we've sort of kind of took it apart, had a good look at it, and yeah, essentially burnt out all the 220 volt power supply junction in it. We had to take out all of the cork tiles that the fridge freezer used to be sat on. They've had to sit there and try and dry out. We've had to try and get it all out. We had to get our friends over here, Bonnie Doom, from Australia. I don't hold that against them, they're great people. They came over very, very kindly, and all three of the lads from over there, Marcus, Alex and Steve, basically came over and helped get all the water out with a pump, sort out all the electrics, and yeah, get it all so that the boat was working again and dry. So what are we left with? Well, we're left with a nice bit of sunset just going down over there. So we think it's about time we took the people from Bonnie Doon out for a drink to say thank you very much. And here's the sorrowful looking Dometic fridge freezer that we had just down here. It's that little sort of panel there that seems to have given up the ghost. We've had pumps and pipes and God knows what everywhere, and we're shattered because the place is now a complete mess again. But we'll get it sorted. Hog Island is a small uninhabited island connected to the mainland by only a bridge. It has about 3 beaches, the most famous of which faces the mainland and is home to Roger's Barefoot Beach Bar. Now, there are a number of bars here, all serving, well, almost whatever you want. And when we were here, they were in the process of rebuilding a stage. As tranquil as this was, it was only the next day when I decided to try and help out with a runaway boat.
Drifting in Prickly Bay, and Heath and another guy just like that jump on his dinghy, just go to try to help slowing that boat that drifting away down a bit. There was another guy that went on it first and get the sail out. I think that he tried to slow it down or turn it away because of it was going to hit other boat as well. Slow down, try to, oh my god, that rope, that line just swinging out of the water.
The boat was at anchor, but the chain had snapped and its owner was struggling with it. It had no engine, only one halyard on the jib and all sorts missing on the boat to be able to sail it properly, and it was heading to the rocks opposite fast. So I jumped on my dinghy to try and help.
After we need to pick up as well.
We managed to get a sail working and steered it out of the bay enough to miss the impending rocks of doom. Our problem now was how, with only one halyard, we could turn it into a different direction or even stop it.
You just have to slow it down to stop.
With so little control, it was all that we could do was to keep it moving. The problem now was that we couldn't tack or even turn the boat, and the wind that was past the headland was much stronger than it was in the bay. We were headed out to sea with no control at all.
Oh my god, they're gone, like nearly reached that island out there. Come back! Hope they got it sorted soon and come back into the bay. The wind is picking up so much.
I had been trying to turn the boat onto a different tack using my dinghy, but with only 10 horsepower it just wasn't strong enough. I was also now starting to worry about running out of fuel myself, and so I waved another boat down and borrowed their phone so that I could call for the lifeboat services.
And he is coming back.
She grabbed a live fish and took it out of the bloody boat.
The lifeguard boat gone to tow them back. Back into the bay, being towed by the lifeboat.
The rescue boat helped him get back into the bay and onto a mooring ball, and the boat was safe.
Well, this is where Sawasdeekat's moored at the moment. A very little place with, as you can see, only a handful of boats. Literally, I think there's only about 6 or 7 boats here. If you look across the bay, it's not far before you get to the end of this tiny little bay that we're in. As you can see, there's the mangroves over here, and basically that's the tiny little marina that we're in. So let's have a look around. So this is called the Cove Marina in what I think is called Whisper Cove in Grenada. It's quite a tiny little place. As you can see, we've got the bowsprit back out. Hopefully that'll hold and be good to go. Try that out later. Now we've got the new pad eye on. So let's say this is Whisper Cove, and the little opening there is where the local fishermen. You can see actually all the. I don't think you can see all the shells there next to that little pontoon. They're all shells from conches. So conches are a very popular dish here in Grenada. They call the dish lambi, and I'm not entirely sure I'm a fan of it that much. It seems a bit plain Jane to me, but you know, it's very popular here anyway. Really nice little cove, really. You've got to be a little bit careful around Grenada because, as you can see on that boat over there, quite a few boats end up running aground. Obviously we should be safe in this little dinghy because this really doesn't draw much at all, but nevertheless you've still got to be careful. It's looking a bit worse for wear. Like some sort of ferry once you run aground at some point. Enjoying Chicken Wing Wednesdays. After trying out the $1 Wing Wednesday offer,
we decided to set sail for Carriacou.
Okay, Pookie, so our first ever sailing venture away from Grenada takes us to
Grenada!
Grenada! Happy birthday, Grenada! You get us once again. Your luck is in.
Oh my god!
We made it all the way round the whole of the bay, and then we had to turn back again because the propellers are falling off again.
Oh gosh, yeah, so looks like we're going to get the propeller fixed again here, and well, follow us and then you will see what happened next.
It's like Calamity Jane without Jane, just Calamity. We should have called the boat Calamity. So basically we've gone round from our lovely little marina over in Whisper Cove. Yeah, in Whisper Cove, called Cove Marina. And we were just going to go north, up there, the Caracau. But we didn't get there because the engine started to sound very iffy. So instead of the engines sounding very iffy and carrying on, we thought, well, we'll go back to our original port, which is Port Louis over there, behind that little bloke in the boat. I don't know if you can see him. Little bloke rowing, I think. Is he rowing? Is he rowing, Puck, or is he, what is he up to?
I can't tell, darling, it's too far.
It's too far still. Never mind. Actually, see if we can run him over. But yeah, so we're on one engine because the other engine was making too much noise, and we're just gonna, we think, just buy two propellers that we can use just for the time being until we can get these two reconditioned and fixed properly. Oh well, here we go.
Here we are in the marina, get the boat fixed again. It's the proper engine. You have a look.
Well, it turns out this was behind the prop, all jammed up, really tight. So it might be that was why it was playing up and making a bit of a noise.
Well, it's rattling and vibrate.
So that is, I mean, that is a lot of fishing line. That's not ours either. I don't know where that's come from, because that's too thin for us. We use big thick stuff, so God knows where that came from. Well, we're out for a day because we're still waiting for the weather to break. Seems really calm out there at the minute, doesn't it? But sadly, when you get right out there, the wind picks up really quite a lot. So we're going to wait until Thursday, and then when Thursday comes, hopefully we'll make our way round that headland over there in the distance and up towards Union Island. And Union Island will be a different country for us in the Caribbean. So we're in Grenada at the moment, and after Grenada we'll get to Union Island. And Union Island is only a very small island, really badly hit by the hurricanes. And because it was hit a lot by the hurricanes, basically, yeah, it's pretty devastated still. It's a real shame. But we'll show you that when we get there, and we'll have a look at there before we head on from there to another place where actually Union Island is part of what's called St Vincent and the Grenadines. No idea what's going to be there. I have no idea what we're going to face when we get there, but yeah, we're very keen to look and have a look around because it's super calm place here, and I think most of the Caribbean's probably going to be like this. Most of it's going to be yeah, pretty nice, pretty chilled, and hopefully we'll have a good chance to look at it before the weather comes in, because when the weather comes in we're going to have to make a bit of a run for it down to Trinidad. Whew. Look at that sun, blimey. That is hot. Hot, 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 hot. And yeah, it's beautiful day here. This is a place called Aquarium. You can only get to it because you can see the rocks there and the boats going past. You can only get to it via the beach, so you have to get across there. Okay, so we've landed in Union Island. Let me show you. Oh, let me show you Union Island. So we landed here a little while ago, and we were in a bit of a hurry, so we dropped the dinghy, whizzed ourselves all the way down to that pontoon, all the way down there, and then ran into the sort of what's left of the buildings there. They're being rebuilt because of the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl last year. And basically we forgot my phones. Then I had to row all that way back from there. Now it probably doesn't look that far. I don't know how far it is. Well, anyway, so we got the paper there. I actually messaged Pookie and told her that's where the details were. So anyway, I got the message. I got the details from the phone, and I sent them on WhatsApp to Pook. And she's got the paperwork done, so it's all done, and now she's walking. I don't know if you can see her. She's like a little speck. Where is she? There she is. I think that's her, yep. She's like a little speck.
As the dinghy engine was playing up, and I'd had to row what felt like miles to get the sail clear number from my phone, I messaged Pookie and convinced her to walk along the beach to the other end of the bay to see if it was worth eating there. Now those of you who know Pookie know walking is really not her thing, so I was surprised that she agreed. We did have a meal there, and we also met a lovely couple from Charlestown in the USA who invited me the next day to go scuba diving with them.
Okay, it's about an hour later, and that's how far she's got basically. I did say actually she should run down the beach like Bo Derek, and I could be the old Dudley Moore, but yeah, maybe not.
Don't know if I'm coming, if I'm going. On the edge of the cliff should I jump in? Oh, I know that I've been here before. Didn't think that you'd come back for more. Baby, just be honest. Am I what you wanted? What if I fall? And what if I drown? I'm not letting you go, so I'd pull you down. Oh, I'm taking a big leap of faith in you and I. What if I fall? Would you save me now? Can you take me back to the start? When you looked after my fragile heart. Now I'm holding on to my parachute, making my way home back to you. Baby, please be honest. Am I what you wanted? What if I fall? I drown, I'm not letting you go, so I pull you down. Baby, please catch me now.
As we leave you with this stunning sunset on Union Island, don't forget to click like and subscribe for the next video, where we go to the underwater wonder world that is Tobago Keys, and I get better at underwater filming.